the defending champions. The defending champions, of course, had an all-star retention. And how would you not have that when you have the likes of Sunil Narine and Andre Russell and Rinku Singh? And it was just grade A retention. And after that, they've gone around buying players. They, of course, made big news yesterday because they went after Venkatesh Iyer. The way they went after Venkatesh Iyer, does that tell you, Joy, that they're tapping him for captain?
I think they have no option, because if you look at that list and saying that, okay, a captain has to be somebody who plays or is the first 11 for all 14 matches, Venkatesh Iyer is the only name that jumps out at you, given that Sunil nor Andre really want to do this. So he's the first name, and Varun Chakravarti, again, he does a complicated thing. Let him do his thing. Also, you don't want Varun Chakravarti, if you can sub him out, he's not the guy you want fielding when he's not bowling. So I think Venkatesh Iyer is the guy they've trusted in him, they've put a lot into him. And he's a sensible cricketer. If you see his interviews, he has a cricketing brain. He's aware of the kind of trust they've reposed on him.
Yeah, he's super smart, super talented, super skilled. There's no two questions about it. You're, of course, looking... I'm just going by the fact that how fervently they were going behind him. Forget the money. Just how many bids and just the body language of everyone at the table. He looked like an essential. And you only have that kind of body language when you're tapping somebody for more than just playing, right?
Absolutely.
Harsha?
No, you're looking at someone who was used as an impact sub largely.
Yep.
They used Venkatesh Iyer largely as an impact sub. Now suddenly there's enormous pressure on this, well, still relatively young fellow, only recently got married. There's already this pressure of 23 crores on him. Do you now also want to give him captaincy? And then he's getting him in the middle of the night thinking, what if? So it might be asking too much of him. They had Nitish Rana as captain for a while last year or a couple of years ago. That's gone too. So it's a very good side that's searching for a leader. So I've got a slightly left field thought here. If you look at this team, like all good KKR teams over the years, it's a team of 10 people. So my squad is Narine, Quinton de Kock, Venkatesh Iyer, Rinku Singh, Russell, Ramandeep, Harshit Rana, Vaibhav Arora, Heinrich Nokia, Varun Chakravarti. You've got 3 quick bowlers plus Russell 4. You've got Chakravarti and Sunil Narine. So you've got a team of 10 there already.
I know what he's going to say.
Now the question is, what do you want to do with your 11th? Do you want to use Ankrish Raghuvanshi, who was very good last year for them? Or are you saying, I'll have a captain as the 11th player? I've got a team of 10. Now I'm only hoping that that captain is consistent, because they've got a very good captaincy candidate.
I know who he's looking at.
You don't know if he'll give you runs right through.
Yeah, I know he's
They went at the end for somebody.
Ajinkya Rahane.
Right at the end, they went for somebody. Yeah.
So there you go.
So that's a left field thought.
Yep.
It's a left field thought, except that you don't know whether he's going to give you all 14 games. What happens if he cannot? You can't have a captain who's an impact sub. So that's slightly tricky issue. And they went hard on Ankrish Raghuvanshi because he was very good last year. So they might want him to play in that number 3 role. That number 3 is a little fluid. They want Moeen Ali. They also can play that role. So it's a bit tricky. They'll have to resolve the captaincy issue.
See, the other thing is that if you remember, what was the KKR formula last year? What they tried to do first, at least on day one, was this was the formula that made them a terrific side last year. And they said, let's just replace like for like the parts. So they bought Venkatesh Iyer back. The others they couldn't buy back. So they said, okay, Nokia is coming in for, say, a Stark. And you're trying to do a like for like replacement and put in other people in the places that you already had last year for the players that you lost. The only problem I see with it is that last year you got about 10 to 11 50 plus run stands from Phil Salt, and Sunil Narine. Sunil Narine has not had a year like that anywhere in the world. He hasn't bought a run in T20 cricket after that performance in the IPL. I've seen him across 3 leagues and he's just not scored. He's not crossed 10. So the thing about it is that he needs to really come to the party for them. And whoever's replacing Phil Salt, I mean, at this point, whether it's Gurbaz or Quinton de Kock, they really need to give them starts. Because KKR, really, how their formula was really fast starts, putting up an impregnable total, and then all your bowlers, the young bowlers, Harshit and all, could put pressure on you because they had an imposing total behind them. So this formula needs that top order to fire. So Quinton, Sunil Narine, and up front, or Gurbaz, whoever Quinton or Gurbaz, whoever goes there, they really need to give their worth to the team.
They've got a lot of...
Thought Rinku Singh? Rinku Singh?
As captain?
I don't know if he's ever captain anywhere.
Rinku's been a vice captain.
Somewhere.
He's been in India vice captain.
Hmm.
See, Rinku is an interesting one because also, Harsha, don't you think Rinku should be batting somewhere near 3 or 4? I mean, maybe not 3, maybe 4.
I see him batting 5 maybe in this side. I'd like him to bat 4. If they play Raghuvanshi at 3, Venkatesh Iyer at 4, or Venkatesh Iyer at 3, somebody at 4, Rinku at 5, then Russell, Ramandeep is a fearsome finish trio. So they might do that. They might have Rinku at 5. I don't mind him batting at 4 because, I mean, he's a proper batter. He's not just a tail-end slogger.
That's a good finish. 5, 6, 7. Rinku, Russell, Ramandeep, RRR.
Yeah.
Good, super hit finish, man.